Didn't even get to cross.
Good morning, welcome back to my channel. I just want to get y'all caught up. It's been a little while since I put any good content out. Most of y'all know I was building a teardrop trailer. I did get the shell built, but unfortunately it got damaged in a couple of storms. So I've got to rip it apart, redo it. But I'm going to go a little bit different route for the near future. Once we get through this point, I will rebuild. Most of you know I started with a Harbor Freight trailer. Yeah, good, bad, otherwise. The best advantage of using a Harbor Freight trailer is you get a title. You're not having to go through the inspections, get things done, get a homemade title, you know, stuff like that. So I mean, in some places, yes, it's got its advantage. Other places, it's just as easy to get a homemade title trailer and go from there. So we'll get back on the trailer situation with the teardrop, square drop, whatever you want to call it. I was following Tony's book. I did veer off of his book. I'm going to tell you, don't veer off of his book. He's done his homework. It's laid out good. It's nice. Stick with it. But anyway, let's talk about this. So it's a 2016 Silverado. This is my daily driver. Pretty much my dream truck. I haven't done a whole lot to it. It is sitting the way it sat. The only real things I've done is back here. I did put on a Diamondback tonneau cover. One of the advantages to this, lockable, durable, weatherproof. You can stand on it. It will support 1,600 pounds. The real advantage and reason I did that is because I went with a rooftop tent. This allows me to pull anywhere, deploy the tent within 5-10 minutes, get everything set up and be able to camp. The reason I went this route is because I'm going forward with a new Jeep. So going forward with the new Jeep, it is a 2006 LJ, probably the cheapest LJ on the market. Yes, it's got some issues, but part of what I wanted to do was build a little more capable trail rig. I did not want it to, it doesn't need to be a daily driver. I wanted to build a little bit more trail capable rig. It's not going full out 1 tons and 40s, but it'll be close. It came with 35s. I did put on 37s because I was dying to see what they look like. The 35s were Arturos, good tires. I like Mickey's. As you can see on the Silverado, it's what I prefer. USA made tire, it's all good. But this Jeep, other than the rims and tires, is the way I got it. The good, the bad, the ugly. The top kind of called to me, even though in the long run I'm not going to keep the top because I'm going to go full roll cage. I'm not very thrilled with not having a full cage. It was a beach Jeep, so it does have some rust. I'm sure it's been driven through the water. The suspension seems to be a good suspension. I don't know what brand the kit is. I don't know who made it, whether it was homemade. It is all Heim joints. And by being all Heim joints, it is very noisy. I'm sure it's capable. I haven't had a chance to try it yet. But I want something a little bit more quieter. Something that I can drive to the events. If it's a long ways away or a multi-day event and I'm camping, I'm going to take the trailer and the truck. Because if I break it, I want to be able to bring it home. If it's a relatively local one-day event, I'm just going to drive there and drive back and not beat it up. So a couple of things about the truck. It does have a salvage title. It has had front end damage, and I know some things were replaced. Fender, a couple other things. When you get into it, you can see that there is some tweaking and damage, although the frame is straight. Now, my plan was to replace the fenders anyway, so not a big deal. Those are going to go front and rear. I do have some Genrite aluminum fenders, front and rear, to put on here. I do want to find another hood that doesn't have the tweaks and the bends in it, so we'll get that done. And then I'm going to put louvers in that to help alleviate some of the heat soak issues the 4 liter's known for. I do have a Metal Cloak 4.5-inch lift to replace the existing 4.5-inch lift. We'll play with it, we'll adjust it. Doesn't look like a whole lot of room, but with the Genrite fenders I will gain more room. I don't necessarily want to go any higher with the lift, so I should be able to run this height. I've got awesome ground clearance the way it sits, so I don't want to get it too much higher because I'm not going much wider. I will be ordering a set of carbon off-road axles. One of the things that they offer that is very intriguing to me, first of all, they have a JK width TJ/LJ set of axles that are 44/60 combo. They'll have all the same mounting points for the TJ/LJ, giving you the JK width, JK bolt pattern, lockers front and rear. One of the other advantages that Carbon offers, and I haven't seen this anywhere else, doesn't mean I haven't done my research, they offer a 10-year warranty on the housing, 15-year warranty on the axles, even if you break them. If you break an axle, they're going to replace it, which I find is awesome, and I'm willing to test it out. So hopefully this week I have ordered the axles and we'll be waiting on those. I've got 37 1250 17s, burnt bronze. I kind of fell in love with the color and I think it goes great with the green. Eventually I would like to paint it blue to match the truck. I haven't got there yet. I'm still liking the green. Currently it has the Dana 30 in the front, Dana 44 in the rear with 373 gears. We want to go with 513 for the 37s. We're going to run the 6-liter until it dies, and then it's going to go 5.3 or 6.2. I haven't decided. We'll decide that when the time gets here. A couple of things about the truck: it does have some rust in certain places. Most of that stuff will be either scrubbed and painted or replaced, depending on what it is. I've got new light brackets for the light pods. Again, axles and suspension's all going to go away, and while I'm working on the suspension, I'm going to be scrubbing the frame, welding up anything that needs to be welded, priming and painting all that to try to get the rust mitigated and get that taken care of.
Didn't even get to cross.